वी हैव मैं भी पाकिस्तानी हूँ. हेलो.
Hello, how are you?
आई एम गुड. हाउ आर यू?
Yeah, I tried to talk to you yesterday, but my internet was not working. So I'm here today. Belated congratulations for your 200 streams.
You? Okay. Okay. So yeah. So thank you very much.
Yesterday I wanted to talk about engineer Muhammad Mirza, but I don't know if it's relevant in English. So
It
what do
is
you think?
relevant. It is relevant. It is
It is
relevant.
relevant?
Yeah, yeah. You
Okay,
can.
so first of all, I'd like to say hi to everybody. Sultan, hi, hi. I've been
Hi,
watching
I'm. Uh,
Ghalib.
Thank you for
Sorry,
joining. Whenever a
go ahead.
woman comes to the stream, women appear and talk and ask questions. It it increases the amount of blood that I have in my body. It makes me really happy. So I'm really happy to hear you.
Yeah, it increases my blood to see you and Nuria working and um, representing us. So I'm pretty glad, and I've been watching Ghalib for like 1.5 years now, and it has changed me. And now there are a lot of people. So I'm right now in Pakistan, but yeah, I'm coping with it. Anyways, let's start with engineer Sahab. I just wanted to add that uh, a lot of people in my family are, his fans. And I talked about this in Harris's stream. The point is that, engineers have this debate criteria that he's going to talk about God's existence with us. I have serious concerns about that because he can obviously talk about God's existence with us, and we don't shy away from that. But people who are actually struggling, when I was in my transition phase, I was not questioning whether God exists or not. I questioned the truth about evolution. I questioned the morality in Islam. And if he is not willing to answer those questions, it's not going to help him or help any Muslim who is questioning things right now. It's going to help us ultimately. So it's in his best to answer these questions. But again, if he wants to ignore that, sure, we are going to, expand in numbers, and one day he'll realize that, he was wrong all along, not to answer these questions. So, what do you think about
Yeah, because actually, I think engineer Saab, he truly knows that it is really difficult for him to answer our questions. So I don't know if he's doing this purposefully or he's benign in this matter, that he truly thinks that okay, I wouldn't talk with the atheists, or I wouldn't respond to atheists, and that's all right because atheists are not going to hurt Islam in the end. But that's a miscalculation, and it's a serious miscalculation, because I think eventually, let's say it has only been 3 years at this point, that Haris and me and Sultan and Gulzar and our friends have started to work, and we have a very limited audience in Pakistan, and it is not going to remain this way for very long. Let's say 10 years have passed, and the questions that we are putting, I think in 10 years, these questions would be in the minds of a lot bigger audience. And no one is able to control what goes on YouTube in the world. And YouTube and other podcasting platforms and social media, the questions are just going to keep multiplying. And eventually, there are going to be people who are brilliant, way too brilliant than me and Haris, and they are going to present the case for non belief or the case against Islam much more effectively than us one day. And then, people are going, they are going to appeal even more to the people. And in 10 or 20 years, I think I can see an avalanche of non belief. and questions against Islam rising in Pakistan. And Engineer Saab, if he doesn't want to answer that today, maybe tomorrow he would have to. Tomorrow there would be, and there would be people who would be willing to answer us. If Engineer Saab doesn't do that, the audience is eventually going to lose interest in him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he has to, or he will be pushed to answer these questions. And I have another comment about like evolution, right? So a lot of people who are, educated Muslims, or you call them, let's take Musliman, they think that we can add evolution, but it's the Gandhi's version of evolution, that we were already separate, and we were like pre-human type of species, and we didn't evolve from
Recent monologue.
chimpanzees. Yeah,
Did you watch my recent monologue about
in
Gandhi Saab's
English.
view of evolution?
Yeah, I
In
watched
Urdu.
it. I
In Urdu.
yeah, I was watching it. Yeah, I was watching it. Uh, uh, so So the point is that if you like, I am going to give the people who are questioning evolution proof that no, we are evolved from like all the other animals. We are connected to them. First of all, apes don't have like tails, and if we watch the human embryo, we can see that a human embryo has a tail, right? And furthermore, human embryo has those I don't know what they're called, gills, plates, I guess. I don't know what they're called, but they are
Yeah.
consistent in all like chordata, that phylum. So we are even connected. You can see in human embryos that we are even connected to fish. So how are you, like, how these people deny evolution, and they just are like, no, we're special or something. It just goes like, I can't understand that.
Not
Yeah,
only to
go
fish,
ahead.
we are connected to the mammals that lay eggs. There are a few mammals in the world who do lay eggs. And we are connected to birds as well, because
Yes, yes.
on the onset of the pregnancy, I think it is in, I think about uh, I think 6 weeks or something like that. There is an amniotic, there is a sac, that egg yolk sac, kind of sac, egg yolk boundary, that is also developed in a woman's womb, but it later on dissolves. It does not surround the baby. It develops on another side, and later on it just gets dissolved, and it connects, this thing connects us with the egg laying birds, and it shows us that there is an evolutionary link to them even. So human beings that are mammals have that that membrane that is around the egg yolk in the egg. That membrane also develops when a human fetus is developing inside its mother's womb, but later on, after a few weeks, it just disappears, but it does develop at one point. So we are not only connected to, you know to other mammals, we are even connected to birds even, and
Yeah, we
we
are
are connected to
connected to,
mammals who lay eggs.
yeah, yeah. We are connected to like every life, living thing on this planet. Okay, so I have another question which is not related to Islam in any way. Like, I was thinking about like the evolution of periods, right? So periods are very it's difficult for a woman to move, and right. So I don't know how did that evolve, and what's the science behind it. Do you know anything about that? Because I was wondering why would, like, we can
Actually,
control our,
I would
yeah.
have to look that up. I don't remember how this evolution happened, but I have read about it, but I need to read it in more detail to be able to answer that, how the evolution of menstrual cycles in human beings happened. But remember that there are some other mammals who do have, in primates
Yes,
there are some other mammals who do
I
have
know
menstrual
about
cycles.
that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
know about that, but I think it's pretty, for a running and for a predatory,
Yeah.
animal like we are, it would be really hard for women when they were hunter-gatherers to, cope with it and all. So I am still wondering about it. And the last question is that there's an event I was listening to Harris's what's called stream, yeah. So there's an event of all atheists. Are you going to go there in like Cologne, Germany?
Where is that?
In Cologne, Germany. It's just announced in Harris's
Not this year.
stream.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year or the year after that. Not this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not this year. Yeah.
Nice talking to you. Bye.
Okay. Okay. Thank you then. Okay. See you then. Bye. Bye.